Welcome to part 3 of the Using Graphical Mode tutorial. Now that you know how to correct pitches in graphical mode, let's look at how to edit our curves and lines. In graphic mode, you can cut, copy, and paste individual or groups of curves and lines. Just select a curve or group of curves with the cursor tool. Then click the Cut button. This will both remove the data and copy it to the clipboard. With the curve copied to the clipboard, you can simply click Paste and the curve will reappear. Now you can move it to a new location by holding the Alt key if on PC or the Option key if on Mac and clicking in the middle of the curve area, then dragging it to a new position. If you just want to copy an existing curve, select it using the arrow tool like before and then click the Copy button. Now you can paste it with the Paste button and then move it to a new location. Keep in mind though, when you paste a curve or line, it will always appear in the center of AutoTune's graphic display. So make sure you scroll to a section that doesn't have any curves or lines, otherwise the new copy may cut off existing curves or lines and or be restrained in movement due to the surrounding curves or lines. You can edit a curve or line by moving its anchor points and resizing it as needed. If you just click and drag on an anchor point, you will be able to move it up or down only. If you press the Alt key if on PC or the Option key if on Mac and then click on an anchor point, you'll see a different icon appear with 4 diagonal arrows. This will allow you to move the anchor point both vertically and horizontally. Just keep in mind that if you're moving a curve or line and it suddenly doesn't want to move anymore, you've probably come close to another existing curve or line. Also, for more natural sounding results, try not to draw curves or lines exactly at the beginning of a note, as it's almost impossible for a vocalist to hit a pitch perfectly at the start. There will always be a little sharp or flat pitch amount at the very beginning of the note. Also, the rising or falling pitches in between two different notes should not be retuned if you're looking for natural results. Again, a singer naturally does not tend to hit the two different pitches perfectly when transitioning between them, so start and end your lines accordingly. Another great feature is the Import Auto function. Clicking this button will create a curve based on what would result from processing your performance through all of the current settings while in automatic mode. This can be handy if you're producing almost perfect results in auto mode and you just want to fine-tune one or two places. Just click the button and AutoTune calculates the curve and draws it in. Now you can edit it just like any other curve. Graphic mode's retune control adjusts how fast the performance is retuned in graphic mode. You can dial this in as needed. Generally, slow speeds sound more natural, but may not pick up on short notes very well, and fast speeds will catch short notes, but may make longer sustained notes sound unnatural. Also, when using Import Auto, it's best to leave the graphic mode's retune speed set to 0, so it precisely tracks the curve imported from auto mode. Okay, let's now go over the remaining edit tools. The Curve tool works just like the Line tool, except it allows you to draw curves instead of lines. The Scissor tool will cut a curve or line in two. All you need to do is select it and then click on top of an existing curve or line. You can then switch to the Arrow tool and adjust the separate curves or lines as needed. The Magnifying Glass tool is very useful as well. In the pitch graph, you can use the magnifying glass to click and drag a box around an area of focus. Also, if you click drag off of the pitch graph with the magnifying glass, it will automatically scroll the display. Now when you release the mouse button, the scale and position of the pitch graph will be changed to display the area enclosed by the box. When the magnifying glass cursor is displaying the default plus sign in its center, single-clicking the magnifying glass anywhere in the pitch display will increase the display's horizontal and vertical zoom factors by 1 step. If you press the Alt key on PC or the Option key on Mac, this will cause the cursor to change to a minus symbol in its center. In this mode, clicking anywhere in the pitch display will decrease the horizontal and vertical zooms by 1 step. This is a great way to navigate around the graphic display, especially when you have a long performance track. Next, the I-beam tool works by click-dragging it in either the pitch or envelope displays to select an area for the Make Curve or Import Auto features that we explained and demonstrated earlier. A cool trick you can use if you have the envelope display set to All is to use the I-beam tool to make a selection anywhere in the envelope display, which will cause the selection to appear in the pitch display. This is great for quickly moving around and locating to different places in your performance for editing and so on. The Hand tool is used to drag the pitch display in any direction for precise positioning and optimum view of your track performance. The last item we want to look at is the Adjust Vibrato feature. This feature lets you quickly and easily increase or decrease the amount of existing vibrato in your performance, while preserving the original shape and character of the vibrato. To use this function, select the I-beam tool and highlight the range of audio you'd like to edit. Then set the desired amount of change using the Adjust Vibrato slider. A blue correction curve will be created that reflects your settings. If a correction curve already exists in the selected range, it will be replaced by the Adjust Vibrato curve. So, if you need to modify both the vibrato and correct the pitch of a phrase, you should first adjust the vibrato and then adjust the resulting blue curve to correct the pitch. If you do it in the opposite order, your vibrato adjustment will wipe out all of your previously executed pitch correction and create more extra work. Nobody likes that. Well, that's it. Now you know how to edit pitch curves and lines with the various tools and adjust the retune speed and vibrato all within graphical mode. This concludes the tutorial. Thanks for watching.